Good morning, friends. Once again, we have a very eminent speaker with us in my channel, Joyful Aging. We have Krishan Gupta, a man with many, many hats that he wears. And let me talk about some hats that he's wearing. He's a chemical engineer, but he's a writer. He is a TEDx speaker. He has a book too, which does very good, is doing very good, very informative on management. He's a farmer. He's a manufacturer of some very interesting products, which are very good in wellness. So, welcome, Krishan, to our show where we are going to link wellness with health and joyful aging from your expert comments.
Thank you so much, Karthik, to you and to your viewers uh, for this invite. And I'm really blessed and honored to be on your channel today.
Interesting thing I was when I was looking at your book, Krishan, is that you written a book which is clear your bottles, managing yourself, and your passion is together. Let's heal the world. So it is not about healing the individuals that you interact with through your TEDx and through many awards that you won at so many places across the world when you're teaching at so many colleges. You already believe that the world needs a lot of healing. So let's start from that.
See, that's so true, actually. The base on which the organic wellness exists in real way, it's on healing the world. When I say healing the world, it looks like a big statement, but the fact is, unless we heal ourselves first, you cannot heal the world. Okay, and it
Very
starts
true.
with the business model what we have, which is a win-win business model, which means everyone in the chain is starting from the mother earth to the end consumer, including environment as a whole, is in a win-win situation. How it works? Mother Earth, we don't use any pesticides, any chemicals, any fertilizers, synthetic or chemical, to this, to for growing the crops. Number, it's all Vedic traditions. Then the crop what we're using it is grown by the farmers who get premium pricing and great returns for the products what they grow. Number two, then we come to the processing plant, and it is again set up in remotest village of our country, which is in Bundelkhand, village Babai. Honestly, I also never dreamt where this village is, but somehow God took me over there. It's zero infrastructure. No expert will tell you to set up a plant unless you are mad. And that's what we were. We wanted to make sure it's really authentic business with a purpose. It's not about just authentic products. Authentic products can come only when your vision is authentic. So
Absolutely.
from the
Absolutely.
plant, we give employment to the needy. Really, people who never thought they will in a dream that there would be a plant, modern plant running in their village, and they would be doing jobs over there. Okay.
Yeah, I think
Then
that
comes the products.
there is a big challenge, today, the way cities are growing, it is very interesting and very necessary that our village have to prosper again. We don't want the youth to migrate to cities. They should find a job in the local place so that they don't crowd the cities and they are close to nature earth and they don't pollute the environment as we do living in a city, unfortunately.
So true, but the challenges are humongous. Even for getting a small nail, you have to travel 40 kilometers, with the
I
biggest city nearest is Jhansi.
I know.
There is zero logistics, power is not available. We have taken high tension connection paying through our nose so that we get clean electricity 24 hours. So the challenges are huge. It's not easy. Someone has to be really mad to go there and set up. Despite all the noise you hear about, startup support, this support, I'm sitting over there from last 10 years. It's zero support.
I know
Okay,
it's a major challenge.
financially or otherwise.
It's a major challenge. Yes,
It is
absolutely.
all your personal passion, your team's passion, which lets you go through. Coming further from processing the product what we grow over there or process over there and pack over there, they are all researched for 40 years by our expert, our scientist, Dr. Narendra Singh. Let me show you the book. This is the book which contains the complete research and clinical studies of every product I make, and it is published in Germany. So the consumer benefits, the mother earth benefits, the grower benefits, the processor benefits, and of course the end consumer benefits and environment as a whole benefit also. And of course
Yeah.
my associate, my partner, my team, me, everyone is
Everybody in the
part
value
of
chain
the
has
line.
to gain. It has to be a win-win. In fact, I saw three
Absolutely.
wins in your book, which says win, win, and win. It doesn't say win-win
Absolutely.
situation. Yeah. So we want to talk about aging. Is a natural process. All of us have to go through aging. And in current situation, when we have a nuclear family where half our children are abroad for better prospects, uh, aging becomes in a great way, in many ways, a challenge. So therefore, you are into wellness in a big way. You are into motivational speaking. You are a TEDx speaker, as I mentioned, and you motivate people to not only heal the earth but heal the self. Now, heal the self meaning his mind and his body both, because it is body and mind which makes your aging a joyful process. And let's talk about how, with your experience, with whatever you are doing in the products that you manufacture, you have so many options, so many suggestions, so many ideas where aging can become joyful. So let's talk about three, four, which are very critical from your point of view, which will make an individual's aging, not necessarily aging for a senior citizen, but for anybody, a joyful process and in wellness. Before we do that, I want to ask you a very basic question. What is the connection between wellness and health?
Wonderful. What a question you have. Okay. Let me tell you that health and wellness both are interlinked. Okay. But wellness is a higher level of good health. Okay. A
Absolutely.
good health is a very loose term, but wellness is when you see a person, okay, you know the guy is from a different planet,
Yeah.
100% fit, not only physically, but mentally also.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very
And
true.
let me
Very
just,
true.
take a few seconds on organic wellness as a business and the logo itself. When
Okay.
you see organic wellness, organic we write in green and wellness is in blue. So that's where organic wellness. And we have the logo as healing hands. If you see the logo of organic wellness, it's not about few green leaves twisted here and there. So a lot of thought process, a lot of deep thinking has gone into it before we came up with this name. Okay. Now to answer your first part of graceful aging, let me tell you the biggest thing for anyone, everyone is not to live a life of stress. What I see today, be it young generation, be it the guys who are doing jobs in different companies, or the people who have retired, the stress levels are unbelievable. God has been kind, given everything to many. I meet people on a regular basis because I do a lot of consultation also on one-to-one basis for people in such challenge with such challenges. For unknown reasons, people are stressed. You have a great job, you have a great family, you have a great salary, but still people are stressed. I suppose this is one area we, not as a country, but globally, we have to come out of it.
Is it because
Earlier,
of expectation? Sorry, is it because of expectation management that our expectations have become so high? From a commercial point of view, the advertisement has bombarded us so much that we have become a commodity, and we believe that unless I have A, B, and C in terms of material possession, or in terms of relationship, or in terms of personal life, I am a failure. Therefore, I'm always chasing something which somebody else is telling me rather than my body, my mind telling me. Sorry, I don't know
that
what you have to say.
certainly what you said is one of it. We have
Okay.
become a commodity. We
Yeah.
are eating, living a life driven by the big marketing companies. Okay? The product you eat in your breakfast is controlled by some big marketing. The basics of what your mother taught, your grandmother taught of eating in your breakfast is gone. Okay. Now let me tell you the first basic principle I feel where the stress levels are very high is we have come out of our family culture, the family values. It is more about the family where the everyone in the family goes out for earning. Okay, it is more about money, money, and money, and the stress has taken a big role in our life. What it has done, yes, when parents, both parents are out earning the money, certainly money comes in. But your coming generations, both coming stressed out at home, it is no more a place to rest and relax. People have started going out from their office direct to the bar, to the pubs, and all. Whereas for me, still, after my office, my home is my biggest stress buster.
Yeah, is home a heaven or no? Major question. You see, why we have to
Okay?
find heaven somewhere else? Yes,
Yes.
very true.
Even today, you go to the 5, 7 star spas everywhere. The bed what I have in my house gives me the best sleep. Okay.
लगाव
I
होता
suppose
है वहां तो कमर्शियल होता है, यस बिल्कुल बिल्कुल।
this is where people have to understand the difference, that unless you make your house as a home where the stress levels are zero. When I say zero, nothing is zero, but the stress levels are not there. I suppose that is the first and the foremost thing. I meet people. In fact, yesterday I was sitting with a couple of my visitors, and the moment they are sitting in front of me, I know they have fatty liver, they have other health challenges, and it is not about people who are in 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. It is, I'm talking about people who are in 30s. They have these challenges on a regular basis, and you don't require to go to any doctor. Your body speaks, tells you everything, but they are not even listening to their body. Eventually, these challenges will create major health issues as you grow further. So, for me, the first is the stress buster.
Okay.
Number two, the food what we eat is certainly again a major disaster. We indulge in buying luxuries, but when it comes to buying a clean food, we feel, yeah, it is expensive. We are happy to pay for the best of wines and the best of food when we visit the biggest hotels and all, because it's all about showing off. But when you have to eat the same atta, dal, ghee, which will make a difference in life, your quality of life, your health, for you and your family, that's where we compromise.
Yeah, I'm not, we are not against, at least I'm not against, I'm sure you're also not against any packed food. But I read or heard somebody saying that anything which is packed and which has a shelf life and which has an expiry date is something which is going to harm you because there are preservatives put in that. A roti made at home by your mother or by your wife versus a bread made in a factory with chemicals. The differences and the harm is obvious.
Sir, anything packed in emergency is okay,
Yeah,
but not for eating daily. That from your office, you go to a store, you pick the packed roti or a sabji or food to eat, just heat it. You are basically inviting trouble. You cannot imagine doing graceful aging. Certainly, you will have challenges in life. God forbidding, of course, all depends upon your luck also.
true,
Okay.
true.
So that is the second part. And
So food
third
is
and most
number two.
important,
Food is number
yeah,
two.
third
Yeah.
and most important, we
Okay.
don't live a life of simplicity. We
Okay.
want to hit gym, show off. घर के बेसिक काम कर लीजिए सर. If a tube light is not working, sir, try and do it yourself. Do the basic work of your home yourself. If the garden में कुछ करना है आपके पास है या गमले हैं, उसकी गार्डनिंग खुद कर लीजिए. बेसिक लाइफ साइकिल फॉलो कर लीजिए. गेटिंग अप, इफ नॉट अर्ली, एटलीस्ट 5, 6, 7, एटलीस्ट 8. What I see is people getting up even at 11 on weekends. So how your body clock can work? It's a body. It's not a machine that you can switch on and off. The body gives you all the indications, but we are not listening. So मेरा तीसरा most important है सर, यस, कीप सर्वेंट्स, कीप एनीथिंग एवरीथिंग, बट यदि वो सर्वेंट कोई डब्बा उठा रहा है, अरे हाथ लगा लो, यू आर डूइंग योर बॉडी लिफ्टिंग योर सेल्फ, यू आर
Uh,
कीपिंग योर सेल्फ फिट
correct.
by doing
So,
all these work. You don't require,
somewhere
you are not required to hit gym, sir.
somewhere, I feel that the Brits have gone, but with the Brits have still remained in our mind. We were a slave country when the Brits were there, and somehow or other our society was class based. There was a ruler, and there were we were considered as servants or dogs, not allowed in the lift. And we believed, therefore, the aspirational value that everybody had was that I should have a battery of servants who will do all the work, and I will sit and lord over as a master. The Brits have gone. We have to come back, in my view, we have to come back to our normal life where doing work was considered a positive thing rather than a negative, that the work or laborious work has to be done by a servant. I think that legacy has to go from our mind.
Sir, it's your health, it's your life.
Yeah,
You are not doing it for anyone, everyone. Do it for yourself. If I have to drive, say, 1,000 kilometers, I have got people who are there to drive, but I make sure I drive 300, 400 kilometers out of that. Too bad, bhai. It keeps me active,
absolutely.
okay?
And I cannot
Mentally and
understand.
physically both.
I cannot understand that you don't want to walk 100 steps to your car. You want the car to come right up to your porch, but you want to go
Absolutely.
to the gym and walk on the treadmill. Why? Because you become a commodity. You believe that going to gym is fancy, is whatever, but you can't do
Showing
your
off.
normal walk.
Sir, it is just showing off.
Showing
People
off.
go to gym for couple of weeks or days and the membership expires. I have
We
got
have,
my friends who bring in gym equipment at home
uh,
saying यार जिम नहीं जा पाते हैं,
uh,
that treadmill and gym equipment become good for hanging clothes.
become furniture in the
If you have the
house.
motivation, sir, you don't have to do any gymming. आई एम टेलिंग यू, बेसिक घर का काम कर लीजिए, बेसिक क्लीन फूड खा लीजिए, और बेसिक अपने जो आसन है, वज्र आसन है, कुछ आसन कर लीजिए। आई एम टेलिंग यू, यू आर डन। यू
Correct.
डोंट रिक्वायर एनीथिंग, आई एम टेलिंग यू।
Very true. Very true.
एंड
In
अगेन अवर फोकस अनफॉर्चुनेटली शिफ्टेड टू पानी पीना है, हम सोचते हैं वो प्लास्टिक के बॉटल में पैक्ड है, वो प्योर पानी है।
ah,
So again, the mindset, because of the kind of bombardment we have been done, is
correct.
is is very, very challenging. And unfortunately, we are not listening to what our body says. So the key is,
Yes.
please listen to your body. It tells you everything. Don't ignore.
True, true, very true. In fact, when we are on this gymming part, recently I read somewhere that somebody who was a marathon runner, he had at the age of 35, 40, he had a cardiac problem and he had to go through a stent. And he was wearing those intelligent watches and all. And he was doing all right on his steps, 10,000 steps, that magic number or whatever. But finally, the research showed that it's not enough to walk 10,000 steps, that magic number in a day, but it is important that every hour, especially people who are working in offices, majority of us, we need to walk at least 200 to 300 steps every hour. Otherwise, you are in the category of a sedentary lifestyle. So, though you're walking that 10,000 or jogging, unless you do this during the day, you're still a sedimentary. And with a sedimentary lifestyle, all the lifestyle problems do come in, and you're not listening to your body, as you say.
See, Karthik, every body is different. 10,000 steps may be good for someone, but may not
Yeah,
for me. I
yeah.
need to know my body. सो मच ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन इज देयर ऑन व्हाट्सएप। सुबह उठते ही कोई बोलता है 2 लीटर पानी पी लो, कोई बोलता है 7 लीटर पानी पी लो, कोई बोलता है सुबह उठते ब्रेकफास्ट कर लो, कोई बोलता है हर 2 घंटे में खा लो, कोई बोलता है इसे कर लो। कोई व्हाट आई एम सेइंग इज, वी आर सो मच इनटू कॉम्प्लिकेटेड वर्ल्ड। सिंपल रखिए भाई। जब
Uh,
आपको प्यास लगे, पानी पी लीजिए। जब आपको भूख लगे, खाना खा लीजिए। इतना कंफ्यूजन क्रिएट करा हुआ है। आटे गेहूं और चावल काला कर दिया। ठीक है। खाना कोई वीगन बोलता है, कोई कीटोन डाइट बोलता है, कोई ग्लूटेन फ्री बोलता है। आई एम टेलिंग यू, खाने को बदनाम कर दिया। क्यों? क्योंकि हमें अपनी मार्केटिंग करनी है। उस
बिल्कुल।
चक्कर में जो आदमी है, उसके पास समय नहीं है क्योंकि वो केवल कमाने में लगा हुआ है, स्ट्रेस लगा हुआ है। सो व्हाट ही और शी फील्स इज कि भाई जो आ गया व्हाट्सएप पे कहानी लिखी हुई, उसको करना शुरू कर दो, बिकॉज इट्स मोर ऑफ अ फैड। हर 6 महीने में पहले कपड़े फैशन के होते थे, अब आज टुडे फूड हैज बिकम अ फैशन।
फूड
You'll
हैज
find
बिकम अ
suddenly one
फैशन.
day quinoa, quinoa, quinoa because someone has promoted. Now millets is the fad word. Okay. अरे बाबा, योर मदर, ग्रैंड मदर, एनी वन, एवरी वन फैमिलीज में चले जाओ यार, यदि सीजन आता तो बाजरा खाते थे, सर्दी आता था तो मक्के की रोटी, चने का साग या साग वगैरह खाते थे। कहने का मतलब है दिस इज पार्ट ऑफ अ डाइट, आर कल्चर। Now, can you imagine people eating millets 20 all 12 months? Certainly the challenges will be there. तो हर चीज की आती है। अभी क्योंकि मिलेट का फैट चल रहा है, यू विल सी सडनली आफ्टर फ्यू मंथ्स millets will go, something else will be put into the plate for
वेरी
us.
ट्रू. वेरी ट्रू.
Keep life simple. Please eat what you like. Do what you like. Don't get into any rubbish of experts, nutritionists, this and that. All are into only one mindset. Majorly, I'm not talking about anyone, everyone. I'm just saying majorly, it is little knowledge what they have been fed by the companies. And they have
बिल्कुल
to
बिल्कुल.
parrot that, then only they'll make their own money.
करेक्ट करेक्ट. अपना फायदा करते करते हमारा नुकसान करते हैं, ये सोचने वाली,
Absolutely.
समझने वाली बात है, बिल्कुल. And you, as you rightly said, you've been saying you have to listen to your body. Now the question obviously arises is how do I listen to my body? First is I don't have the time. Second is probably I don't know what does my body say. And the most important thing is I have a headache. Immediately I go to a doctor and doctor gives me 5 prescriptions. He has his own reasons why, commercial or whatever reasons, we are not into it. But the question is, how do I listen to my body? कि भाई सर दुख रहा है, शायद I did not have a good sleep or I had an upset tummy or whatever. So how do I start listening to my body? Because you're into this on the wellness part. I'm sure you devise some techniques which will sort of tell a person how he has to start listening to his body.
So I'll tell you right now, we are talking, right? You're not
जी
drinking water at all, right?
जी.
But you see, I'm sipping it regularly. Why I'm sipping? Because मेरा throat सूख रहा है, बिकॉज आई स्पीक फ्रॉम द बॉटम ऑफ माई थ्रोट, तो इसलिए थोड़ा जल्दी सूखता है। करेक्ट।
हम्म.
सो बॉडी इज टेलिंग यू कि भाई पानी पी ले थोड़ा सा। यदि मैं नहीं पीऊंगा तो थोड़ी देर के बाद खांसी आनी शुरू हो जाएगी। सर इट इज समथिंग विच एवरी वन अंडरस्टैंड। हेडेक हो रहा है, सर जस्ट एनालाइज, you will understand in 5 minutes the reason of a headache. Maybe you are not hydrated. It's one simple principle. यदि आपने sufficient hydration नहीं रखा है, you are bound to get a headache. Very, very simple. Number two, again, basic fundamentals, sir. If you have a headache, just left hand की nostril से 15 मिनट तक आप सांस ले लीजिए, guaranteed your headache will go. Guaranteed the headache will go. एंड नंबर फोर, बेसिक प्रिंसिपल सर बचपन से बताया गया है। रात में सोने से पहले 2 बूंद सरसों के तेल के या फिर देसी असली प्योर घी के, दोनों नॉस्ट्रिल में 2-2 बूंद डालो, नेवल में 2-2 बूंद डाल लीजिए। सर करके तो देखिए।
करके तो
रातों
देखिए.
रात
यस.
नहीं होगा, बट यू विल एज ग्रेसफुली।
जॉयफुली.
करके तो
जॉयफुल
देखिए।
एजिंग. यस यस.
सर देश
वेरी
का
ट्रू.
इतिहास है, उसके लिए मैं क्या प्रूफ करूं? आई डोंट प्रूव माई डैड कौन था, माता कौन थी। सर ये 5,000 साल के 50,000 हजारों साल से ये बेसिक नुस्खे चले आ रहे हैं।
बिल्कुल
लेकिन
बिल्कुल.
हम 2 4 5 दिन करते हैं, उसके बाद बोलते हैं यार कुछ फर्क तो पड़ ही नहीं रहा। सर आई एम सिटिंग इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू, आई एम फॉलोइंग दिस बेसिक्स पर्सनली, आई एम डूइंग इट and I feel the benefit, and thousands of people, lakhs of people in India and across the world, because my products go to many countries across the world, from US to Africa to Asia, everywhere in Europe. People are following these basics when we talk to them, and they feel amazing results coming out of it. So why not we follow ourselves?
वेरी ट्रू. वेरी ट्रू.
शाम का
Absolutely.
खाना सर 7 बजे के बाद मत खाइए, कोई हाईटेक नहीं है। इट्स नॉट हाईटेक। द रीजन इज योर बॉडी नीड्स टाइम टू डाइजेस्ट। अदरवाइज सर एसिड रिफ्लक्स होने ही वाला है, अदरवाइज फैटी लीवर होने ही वाला है, अदरवाइज आपको योर योर पाइप के अंदर दिक्कत आने ही वाली है, अल्सर्स होने ही वाले हैं।
Acid reflux होना ही होना है, हाँ? Yeah.
कि ठीक है, अब 7 बजे लाइट खा लो यार खाना। नहीं, माय डॉक्टर सेज ईट एवरी 2 आवर्स।
Mm.
सर कुछ नहीं कर सकते, बिकॉज योर बॉडी इज नॉट टेलिंग यू टू, यू आर हंग्री। यदि मैं हंग्री हूं जब खाइए सर, योर योर बॉडी विल डाइजेस्ट इट वेरी इजीली। लोगों को
Very true.
बताया गया 32 दांत हैं हमारे, अरे भाई 32 बार चबा के खा ले। जैसे हमारे बंगाली बोलती जौल खाबो, वो तो पानी भी बोलते हैं खाओ, चबा चबा
Yes.
के।
Eat
ठीक है,
what you
द
drink
पॉइंट आई
and
एम सेइंग
drink
इज
what
दीज
you
आर
eat.
अगेन इंडियाज ट्रेडिशंस, इंडियाज बेसिक्स। कुछ नहीं करना है, हमने उसको कॉम्प्लिकेट कर दिया है। विदेश से कुछ आता है तो हम करने लग
True.
जाते हैं, और
True.
हमारा जो बेसिक स्टैंडर्ड्स हैं वो विदेश में कॉपी हो जा रहा है, और हम विदेश को कॉपी करना चाहते
बिल्कुल. Very interesting. So I think it was a very interesting topic and very interesting suggestions that you had. You, as you said, as you mentioned, you live it. You actually implement it, which is an example in front of you. And friends, if you have any questions, I'm sure you can forward it to our friend, and he'll be more than happy to answer them. Uh, do share this, share it with your friends. As you rely on the WhatsApp University, this is something which is coming from, as they say, from the horse's mouth with a lot of experience, no personal interest, but your wellness and joyful aging through wellness. Thank you very much, Krishan, for having come on our show. It was very interesting, and I hope our viewers would gain something out of it.
हैं। थैंक यू कार्तिक, अगेन वंस अगेन इट वाज रियल प्लेजर एंड जॉय talking to you, and thank you once again to all your viewers and listeners, and too happy to answer any question they have. And in case any one of them visits Gurgaon, we have a beautiful organic wellness research farm. Come,
Oh,
visit, and feel the magic. You're invited
oh,
for a Vedic lunch. Feel the magic always. This offer is there for anyone,
wow.
everyone who is visiting Gurgaon. We are
It
just
can't
30
be
minutes
better than
back from
this.
the airport.
It can't be better than this. You get free suggestions and you get free Vedic lunch. It can't be better than
Absolutely.
this. Thank you very much. Thank you, Krishan, so much.
Thank you
Pleasure
so much.
having you here.
Great.
Thank you. Bye.
Same.